What's up, y'all? Peace. So, as you're watching this now, right? My T-Mobile account is suspended. My monthly service is suspended, and here's my situation: how I got here, right? So hopefully, I could put this video up once I take care of that. But so it all started about a year ago, 2 years ago. They started cutting my hours on my job. And then all of a sudden, the first week of the summer, I see that I only worked 3 days. So I'm like, okay. I was a little upset. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to start looking for another job then, because I have a feeling they're going to close the store down to my job, you know? I work in a supermarket. So then the next week they took 2 days. But I didn't see, because usually the girl who's the manager, she puts up the schedule, right? So, okay. Didn't see the schedule. Went to the office, asked her how many days I'm working next week. She told me 2. And then I'm like, I think it was the second or third week. So I think I waited until the third week, and then I didn't see the schedule. And then I asked the girl how many days I have next week. 2. She's been there for a while. She was customer service before that. And she out of all people should know I work hard. And I've been there. I was there before her. And I don't even think she got work experience before this company I work for, which I would not name. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in this company for 13 years. 13 years. Since 2013, I started part-time in grocery, then I worked my way to maintenance, which is different. Maintenance is kind of different because I do deliveries too and I do other things. So I went to the office. I asked point blank, asked her, how many days I got next week. She said, oh, you got 2. And I asked her why. And then she was like, well, it's kind of slow, stores closing down, and quite frankly, you're not doing your job. Now, for the last year and a half, she'd come up to me or real quickly or call me into the office saying that I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, make sure I do this, make sure I do that, which I usually do. The problem is she's always changing my schedule and she doesn't remember what schedule she puts me in, right? So that's a problem. I used to have Sunday, Mondays off all the time. Now, she became manager, she's the manager, and she wants to do things her way. No, when the other young guy was doing it, he kept me Sunday, Mondays off. And of course, there's always a problem when I hate to say this, but whenever most of the, and not to say that the other manager wasn't a problem. He kind of left. They gave him 1 day, but he was a problem too in a way. But she gave me a warning on one of those days early last year. She gave me a warning because the other problem was I came late, and I told her. And this is the thing, I live far. I live in Jersey City. I work in Long Island City, and Saturday, if she puts me to open Saturday and Sundays, then I'm gonna be. If the 7 is not running, I'm gonna be late, and they all know that. No problem. I told them that. I told all the managers, the owner. I told them all that in the beginning. It was like, no problem, no problem. Told her that. She said, well, I'm the manager now. Woo. See what I'm saying? And I hate to say this, but it's sometimes when you put a female in a position, she overdoes it. There was a female. There used to be a female manager for a short time, and I got along with her actually. I worked with her, but in the beginning, she gave me a warning because I was late. And she didn't know, and I had to explain to her, and so now it's a problem. So, and I went off on her on that morning early last year. I told her, you know what I'm saying? I told her, why is it a problem now? Why, because because I'm the manager now. If it was a problem, if why hire me? Why am I still here? Why am I been here 13 years or 12 years at that time? You know, like if it was a problem me living so far, then how come you're gonna fire me? Because they know they can't. So I went, and then she called me into the office a couple of times, whatever. But when I went to the office in December, I went off on her. I don't care. I went off. I didn't yell at her. They curse her out. But I'm like, how can you give me 2 days? I've been here 13 years. I was born and raised here. You give it to a guy that doesn't even speak English, a new guy that just came from Venezuela. The other old guy don't really do much. He doesn't speak good English either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually help customers out. You know what I'm saying? Those other guys can't even speak English. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's gonna cut my days to 2. So is that's and so the problem is people and certain people, not everybody, because everybody tells me, you good job. You know what I'm saying? But there's some people that went up to her behind my back saying I'm not doing my job. I'm not gonna call it snitching because I did my job. I do my job. I would say lying behind my back, lying because they're mad at me personally. And quite frankly, there's in that respect, there's nothing that she can do about it because it's a personal vendetta against me because I don't talk to nobody when I'm working. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to work. I'm not here to be chummy with people. This is a supermarket. You know, I'm just here to make my money, go home. That's it. I stopped talking to the other manager I used to joke with. I stopped talking to him. I still talk to the new man. New manager's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's cool. So they cut my days because some people went behind my back lying, saying I'm not doing my job. And so that's why she's cutting my days down to 2 days. She's giving the new migrant guy 5 days every week and the other old guy 2. And that's not fair. And I've been here 13 years. So that's the problem. So since I'm only working 2 days, I gotta, I gotta, I gotta, cut down on certain things, and I couldn't pay my T-Mobile bill. I'm only 1 month behind. 1 month, 1 month behind, and they cut my monthly service. And I'm like, why? And so my mother and my stepfather, they were gonna help me out the other night. They were gonna put me in a plan. Well, last night as I was doing this video, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know when I'm gonna put this video up. I don't even know when I'm gonna get my service back. I don't even feel like going to T-Mobile right now because it's freaking cold. I just want to go get a few things and go home. But they were gonna put me in the plan. But then she said because my account suspended, she's gonna put a new phone for me, and that my stepfather and my mother would pay for all 3 lines, because my stepfather has his phone and my mother has her phone. So then right away I had a question, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna put the new phone. Do I still have to pay for my regular phone number, my legit phone line? You know what I'm saying? She said, yeah. And I'm like, wait, what? She's nice person, but she was good. I'm glad I asked that question because my mother didn't understand, and I'm glad I asked the woman that question because she was gonna make my mother, my stepfather, and me do the family plan, pay for his phone, her phone, my new phone line, and my old phone line. That's crazy. So nah, I'm not putting a family plan. Now I don't know. I think I could put maybe 40 in. She could try to get my service back out, but she might say no. You gotta pay 100. And, I gotta do my taxes. But I'm gonna do it sometime this week. And I have to pay 100. And I don't got a lot of money on me right now. But, I just took money out from the bank, so yeah, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they suspended my monthly service, and that's what I've been going through since December, because some people in my job were lying about me behind my back, going up to her. It's crazy, like for example, a year and a half ago, this chick that runs produce, right? She's telling me, oh, the garbage is still out, it's full, because we do maintenance. So I'm like, I told So I told the old guy, to kind of hurry up, and because he has the bin, he's doing the trash. I'm doing three other things right now. So at some point, now he takes one or two, and there's a third one now, but then she's complaining like if that was the same trash, that same bin that was out in front of her department. It wasn't. I was throwing it took out. But I told the old guy, whenever you go in produce, do all the trash. Don't just do one and walk away. But he's been there a long time. He's like, I can't. Sometimes he don't listen. You know what I'm saying? So and there's nothing I could do. So she barks at me from the inside. She's like, "Oh, why are you telling him to do it when I'm telling you to do it?" As if she's my boss. And I'm trying to tell her he's doing the trash. I'm doing something else. So I didn't make a big deal about it. I didn't get angry. I'm like, oh, whatever. She's in a bad mood. Because I did work in produce for some time before I had hernia. Then I went back to maintenance, and I guess she was mad because I haven't really talked to her since. And I'm not. I don't want to. I just want to do my job. And I guess she got offended. But so eventually she asked me why am I telling the old guy? So I'm going back out. I have to go to produce to get to the rest of the store, and she's following me. She's yelling at me in front of the customers. It's like why? So right away she goes to, and I didn't think I should have went to the office too, but I just didn't want to make a big deal about it. So she goes to the office, like, oh, you want to do my trash? When she's barking at me in produce, that the old guy is right behind her with the bin, about to do her trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she telling me to do my job in my department when she's in produce? You know what I'm saying? Now she's trying to be nice with me because they cut her days too. But at that time, that's what she did. She went into her office. She said I didn't want to do her trash. And, I explained to the girl, the manager girl, that she's mad at me. So that's one example of being stupid and trying to tell me what to do when the other guy is doing the trash and I'm doing three other things. And she goes to the female manager, and the female manager telling me, "Oh, my hurt," and I told her, you know what I'm saying? So when people keep doing that, it makes it look like I'm the bad guy. It makes it look like I'm not doing my job, but I am doing my job. People are in their feelings because I don't really joke around with them. And another person that I know, I'm still cool. I still talk to him because he wants to be friendly with me. He only has one day. They cut his days too. And he got mad at me because I don't really talk to him. Blah 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 blah. But I do. I gotta stay focused and do my job. You know what I'm saying? He only has one day. He needs to kind of focus. I'm not gonna say he's cool because what he did was wrong. He also went to the female manager, but she called him. I don't know why she called him to find out if I did the trash, and I didn't even at nighttime, and I didn't even close that day. You see what I'm saying? Like, she didn't even know my schedule. I had to text her and explain to her why that I wasn't closing those 2 weeks. So that's the problem right there. It's when people are lying about me and they're going to her, it makes it seem like I'm the one that's lying. And I try to tell her, I try to explain to her. And then I talked to the owner to find out, to see what he says. And I went to him twice. I went to him a couple of weeks ago. We talked, we walked around, we talked. And then eventually he said, I'm not doing my job either. So no, yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? And first he says, oh, that the store is slow. I get it. Okay, what about the other old guy? Okay, you're going to give he told me he gives the Spanish guy 5 days because he's a handyman. He knows how to fix things, paint and all that. We weren't hired to do that. I wasn't hired to do that. I wasn't hired to paint. I wasn't hired to fix that. I was hired to clean, do deliveries, that kind of stuff. I wasn't paid to be a handyman. You know what I'm saying? So when I told him, why don't you rotate between me and the other old guy, you'll give me 5 days 1 week, give him 5 days 1 week. He didn't give an answer. He couldn't answer that. So I'm the fall guy. Basically, I'm the fall guy. Even though I do my job, I take care of all the background stuff, make sure all the boxes are out the way, do all the check, all the trash before I go on break when I'm closing. That's what I do. You know, in the morning times, since I'm only working 2 days, sometimes I don't even go on break because, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot to do. So, but I'm not going to say the name of the company. I want to, but not yet because I still work there. But it pissed me off, you know what I'm saying, that to say 13 years being there and that girl knows that I do my job because she used to be in customer service. She knows, she knows, she knows. Now she's acting like she don't know because she's also listed to the owner. And I'm thinking the owner's probably telling, don't give him 5 days, don't give him 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, wow, you know, I see what's going on there. So I've been looking. I gotta get me new shoes. I don't got shoes for an interview. I gotta get that. I don't feel like looking for right now because it's cold. I gotta get a few things too. Eventually, I'm gonna do the taxes. I don't know when. Sometime this week. Maybe I'll find some shoes after work tomorrow because I go to work in the morning. But yeah, man, that's crazy. So as you see in this video, my T-Mobile service is suspended, and I gotta figure out how to get out of this situation. And they did call me for an interview for a lobby job, and unfortunately, it was on. She told me, "Can I come Friday at 3 o'clock?" And I couldn't because that's one of the 2 days where I work. Ain't that something? And so she said, "Okay, well, I'll call you." I said, "I'm available Monday." I said, she said she'd call me Friday morning. She didn't sound enthusiastic, you know. She was like, "Hi, my name is I heard you call, whatever." But she never called me back on Friday morning. She never called. So that kind of sucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only working 2 days, and the one day they put me in is the day that they want me this woman wants me to go for an interview on a Friday for a lobby job. So basically, I'm stuck right now. Right now, I'm not gonna try to apply for any more jobs. I'm gonna do my taxes. I want to take care of this T-Mobile thing, and then I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. Try to find some shoes, and then go back to applying for a new job. I don't want to stay in this job no more. So yeah, that's the situation. The struggle still continues. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is and I had a feeling this was gonna happen to me. I had a feeling, you know, because sometimes people mistake a man, because this is a man. I'm a man who is in a good mood and doesn't talk too much with arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm arrogant, and it's not that at all. You know. So they threw me under the bus. They lied about me. The girl believed them. The girl is trying to be a manager. She's going too hard, and the owner doesn't want to give me 5 days because he likes the old guy and the Spanish guy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So the other day he smiled at me. He said hi to me. I just said hi, kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, well, if they are telling me that I'm not doing my job, why not let me go so I could collect full unemployment? You know, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to give me, because they know if they let me go, there could be a lot of problems too. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking for a lawyer, looking at online to see what I could do about the situation, because it's wrong. I feel like it's crazy, and a lot of things they're doing is wrong. A lot of things is doing it wrong. So since they're only giving me 2 days, I'm not gonna bring down or put up decorations. I'm not gonna work overnight once in a blue moon. Because once in a blue moon, I do work overnight when one of the overnight guy goes on vacation. I'm not doing that. If you're only gonna give me 2 days, then why am I gonna kill myself not sleeping for 2 days and one night? I did back-to-back overnight before the couple of days. I didn't sleep for 2 days and 2 nights because I can't sleep during the day. I got stuff to do too. You know what I'm saying? So I literally did not sleep for 2 days and 2 nights. Ain't that something? So the hell with working overnight. I'm not working overnight for that company, you know. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Once I get my stuff together, and luckily I was able to get my new birth certificate, because I couldn't find the old one. The old one was breaking, right? But I'm also stuck with trying to get my social security card, because my driver's license is expired, and I gotta get my new. I gotta renew my driver's license, but I need my social security card. So I gotta figure that one out, you know. And me living in Jersey City, I don't know Jersey like that. Even though I've been here for a long time. And the guy's like, just go to downtown hospital in Jersey City and come back. I'm like, I'm not going all the way down there to come back in the freezing cold. Nah. Nice guy, but I'm not doing that. So that's the situation I'm in. Like everything hits you at once, So I don't know when I'm gonna put this video up. I'll probably go to T-Mobile today, but I don't feel like it because it's cold and I wanna get a few things. There's a few things I have to get. So 2 different places. So I'll probably do it. I might talk to T-Mobile after work tomorrow. Maybe. I have to think about it. See, and then Friday maybe I'll do my taxes, or I'll do my taxes next week. I gotta see what schedule to give me too. So yeah. This is it. Supposedly I can't get phone calls, but I just got another phone call as I'm talking to you. So I guess you can call me. Somebody can call me, but nobody can text me. So it's weird. It's crazy. It's my life. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Do what I gotta do. Peace.